welcome in. This is Sacred Blue Rose. Today I'm going to be doing Sagittarius. So we're going. I was had a it was on earlier. I had a little clip, some clips, so if my hair messed up, I just broke my headband. Oh, I'm gonna cry. I gotta get me another headband. My headband broke. Cool. So something broke. Sagittarius. So this is gonna be what y'all need to know for the month of September, or whenever you see this. Okay. Sun, moon, rising. But this is going to be for Sagittarius, all right? So let's see what's coming for Sagittarius during the month of September. What is it guys need to know, okay? So go ahead and get started. Please come together how that's right. What does Sagittarius need to know? What does Sagittarius need to know, Spirit? Sagittarius need to know, Spirit. The month of September. What does Sagittarius need to know for the month of September? Okay. Spirit just said you guys need to realize where you're at right now, okay? This is like you taking accountability of where you're at, you know. Either you are where you're at or where you're not where you maybe not where you want to be, okay? But you're needing to take this look of where you want to go right now, okay? So this is like you charting your way, you know, through navigating through this space and time. But you needed to ask yourself, where do you want to be, you know? Say home is where your heart is. You know, so let's see what we got here, okay? So home is where your heart is. So take accountability of where you want to be during this time, during the month of September. You need to take a deep look within yourself, you know, and ask yourself, like, are you truly satisfied? Or is there more? You know, is there more that I can reach for? Is there more that I can obtain? It says see it through. So this is you guys looking at everything, you know, maybe not through rose-colored glasses. But you don't always have to finish what you start. Sometimes, you know, you could be caught up in a situation, Sagittarius, where you just be like, you know, you're going to let it go. You could be in this way. But you got to be careful, you know, with this. That sometimes, you know, when you stop something, you may like feel like, oh, you know, you may feel like a failure, but that does not mean that you're gonna be a failure. It just means that you're breaking this karmic cycle right now, okay? Because you don't have to keep yourself in a karmic cycle, Sagittarius. So by seeing a pattern, you know, project through to the end. But then you'll be proud of yourself. You know, sometimes this is like, you know, you having the faith to close out a cycle that you know you need to be closed, you know. Like, you know, like these people ain't no good for you. These people are toxic, you know. So you it's like you're seeing things through. You're seeing, you know, the light. Okay, reassess. I told you, you guys are doing some reassessment during this time for the month of September. But you're being asked to take stock of your life and let go of anything or anyone during this time that no longer makes you happy, Sagittarius. So notice who and what brings you joy, what brings you trauma, what brings you sadness. Like, notice these people when they come around, because these people are going to trigger you. Either somebody, like, it's one or two ways. You trigger me for the better, or you trigger me for the worse. Sometimes people that trigger you for the better, it may feel a little bit uncomfortable, you know. It doesn't always feel good, but it's for your highest good, you know. That's like you telling your kids, you know, don't jump out of a 7-foot tree. You know, you're telling them that because it's for their highest good. Not that you don't want them to have fun. You don't want them to enjoy. You just don't want them to jump out of the 7-foot tree because you know it's a risk. But sometimes we have to take a risk even if it feels uncomfortable, even if it feels like something that we don't want to do, you know. So you tell the kids don't do that because it's not good for them. But some parents will tell their kids don't go in the water and don't go swimming because they don't like, because they don't like swimming, So this is what I see. So reassess the situation. So this is also to, there's rewards and recognition that are coming to you. When you take that leap of faith and you step out, your hard work will pay off. How are you doing, Lewis? Your hard work will pay off. So this is time for you to take in all the directions, look at all the dreams and aspirations you want, and acknowledge your efforts and your own power. So this is you finally seeing stuff through. You're seeing, like, I can see what is trying to block me. I can see what is trying to stop me. But the thing about it is, I just hear spirit say, like, don't give in to that. Like, don't give in to the fear. Don't give in to the illusion. Don't give in to the trap. It's almost like it's a bait trap. Sometimes people try to do a bait trap to trigger you, but you got to not let this stuff trigger you, whatever this is, okay? Sagittarius doing this month. See it through. How you doing, 8? Marie, how you doing? So I feel like, this is spirit saying that you guys will be rewarded, okay? I told you, breaking free. Breaking free from all of the illusions, breaking free from toxic people, breaking from people. Realize what people are trying to do. The enemy will send bots. These bots will come just to try to trigger you, just to get you to get a reaction from you. Because if they get a reaction from you, then they can take your energy. But if you can ignore them, then you can hold your power. And this is you guys ignoring all the drama and holding your power. I don't know what's getting to you. I'm about to dig into and see why, what this is that's stopping you guys. But you've been asked to break free from the tribe, from people, to live your own authentic life. This is like you living for you, not living for other people, because sometimes, your parents want you to do this, but you're doing what you need to do best for you. Sometimes we go out to the movies and, I want you pick this movie because everybody else want to watch the movie. No, you pick what is best for you. I see you, Miss Marie. I see you, Josh. How you doing? So this is not easy sometimes, when it comes to people having to tell people, I don't want to watch this movie, especially if you've always given in. But this is you standing up for what you know that is best for you. But you need to be brave and be the real you. And when you do that, you take charge. And this is what I hear Spirit say, take charge. This is healing, You hope I had a good day. I did, Josh. Did you have a good day? Hey, Lucas, how you doing? 6-7. Lucas, how you doing? Hi, love. All right, so let's see what we got coming up here. I did too. I did, Josh. I had a good day. Let's see what's coming on with your Sagittarius. How many y'all Sagittarius? Oh yeah, Lucas, I'm doing good. So look, I told you what I tell you, Sagittarius. This is y'all stepping into your power, okay? But you need to make sure during this time that you move with a solid foundation. What does that mean? Like, if there's anything that's in your life that's unhealed, that is broken, people that's bringing you unnecessary drama, cut them off. Cut their ass off, okay? I'm just saying, cut them off. Don't allow people to come in to bring unnecessary drama, And this is like you also, too, some of you guys may be taking control of your house. So maybe people coming in, you Virgo, okay. Well, I'm going to be doing Virgo soon. People coming in, want to try to take control. But you may have Sagittarius in your chart. Make sure you guys check your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus, Wherever you got Sagittarius in your chart, you can relate to this, okay? But this is somebody who, maybe you got, maybe, you're trying to figure out how to deal with the kids during this time, how to deal with family, you know, or maybe you being confident enough to feel like you can be this family person. Some people have a fear of, you know, why I feel like this might be a move or relocation for somebody, This might be a major move too, I see. Maybe this is you deciding if you want, you and your partner is going to move in together, Or you don't pay it. Okay, good. Okay. Well, just listen then. If you hear, then it's probably going to resonate with you. I feel like God brought you here for a reason. So this is, maybe there's a relationship and maybe trying to see if you're ready to go to the next step, go to the next level. And Eight of Pentacles here, which this could be about a job. Some of you, this may be about work, okay? Boom. You may all of a sudden decide, maybe to leave a job, maybe to quit a job, or you may decide, finally what you want to do, Oh, thank you so much, Josh. I appreciate it. So I told this about family. So maybe this is like you seeing what is best for your family, to give the family the best that you can give them. For some of y'all, I told you, Eight of Pentacles, this is about, creating some type of financial wealth or stability, for home and family. For some of y'all, this may be like maybe some of y'all about to be a parent. You about to find out you're about to be a parent. You're about to be a father. And maybe you have this fear that you can't be this father, Maybe because some people say, oh, my dad wasn't a good father to me, so I'm not going to be a good father. I'm going to be a horrible father. Or my dad wasn't a good, he wasn't a good husband to my mother, so maybe I'm afraid that I'm going to, go into some of my daddy's codependent ways. Break free from all that. That's only an illusion. Just because what your dad did or what your ancestors did don't mean you got to keep living and doing what they do. So that's what happened with some of us. Like, we learn these patterns from our family that we shouldn't even hold. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know why we even take that. Your dad drinks a lot. See, yeah, and that could be something right there, Lucas. Your dad drinks a lot. And you could probably feel like I'm going to fall into those footsteps. But you don't have to fall into the footsteps of that. Just because dad drank a lot don't mean you got to drink a lot, And you see that's where you have these generational curses. That's what, as they call them. But it's not really a generational curse. It's just a learned pattern and a learned behavior from someone who taught you the wrong way. So just say within yourself, God, teach me, Yeah, you're not going to drink. And sometimes it does teach you when you don't drink. God, teach me how to do it the right way. That's what my kids used to tell me, My kids used to tell me, Mama, you taught us when it comes to a relationship of what relationship not to get into, because I got in a lot of bad relationships. And I'm so thankful that I got into the bad relationships to teach my kids not to get into those toxic relationships, And that's what your dad could have did. Your dad could have taught you that, Your dad drinking a lot taught you, I just don't want to be anything like you. But there are some who look at their dad or their parents or their mother and they try to be just like them. So this is, you got to march to the beat of your own drums during this time, Sagittarius. You do. You gotta do what's best for you. Or, some people want to do a job because that's what their parents did. That doesn't necessarily mean that's what is best for you. This is like you looking at your options and finding out what is best for you, your body, your mind, and your soul. You are in a period of deep healing right now, and you are going through many transformations. So, yeah, so just because, you may decide that, you may be trying to figure out, you may decide you want to, have a restaurant, and then tomorrow you may wake up and decide you don't want to have the restaurant, But this is you looking to assess to see really what you want, and when you find what you want, you got to go for it. That's where you're gonna be rewarded, because it's what your heart truly desires. So go after and choose what gives you this wish fulfillment, and you're being asked to allow yourself to receive this healing energy with the open hearts and open arms. Because why? Because you got to be open and ready to receive. So what you guys need to be saying, Sagittarius, is I'm open and ready to receive. I'm open and ready to receive all the good that is for me. I'm ready to step up, regardless of what this is. What if this is stepping into a new career, stepping into being a father, or whatever, or stepping into doing something that I love to do, emotional fulfillment for myself. Just know that I got this. Just know you got this, okay? That's what I'm saying. But this is just you need to see it through. Maybe some of you start a plan and you don't, just because you do something and you got an idea that you want to do this, maybe it could be that maybe this is not for you. Okay, my love, Lucas. That's okay. You got to go, my love. That's okay. The strength card is here. So this is you guys having the strength to move forward. I do like this energy for y'all. Okay, Sagittarius. I do. I like all this energy for you. And here's new love, New love is coming in. But maybe you're having to, decide on what you really want. Sometimes it could be deciding between two people. It's deciding in a relationship. But you got to decide on what you want right now. Okay? All right, let's see. Two of Cups. There's a love. There's a love coming in. What gives you the highest possible love? What gives you the highest possible love, Sagittarius? The Six of Wands. And you got to go out of it. Whatever you want, just go out of it. I told you what gives you the highest possibility of love. I can't make this up. So this is about, for some of you guys, choosing a partner. Choosing your life partner right now. So don't be afraid to go after what you want. And I guess this is about love. I didn't think this was going to be about love, but maybe this is a career that you love. For some of y'all, if it's not, love. It's a career that you love, doing something that you love, But having the strength to go after your dreams and your heart's desires here, With the Magician card. Manifesting your desires, but also to learning to, plant good seeds on a solid foundation so things can grow. So this is like you guys, growing. But I'm telling you, I really love this energy for y'all. I feel like this month, Sagittarius, is going to be something very beautiful. I feel like this is going to be something that's like it's going to give you a lot of strength. Maybe if you felt like you couldn't do it, you're gonna get some type of strength. Maybe because you're healing, but this is just gonna come out of nowhere, But this is something that I feel like it makes you happy. And with all these changes, 1, 2, 3, 4, y'all got 4 major life changes that are happening to y'all right now. Okay, 4 major life changes, and you guys are manifesting love. Or if this is not a loving relationship, this is doing something that you love, okay? And this is like a stroke of luck that's just turning in your favor. Let me see what my dice say. This is a stroke of luck turning in your favor. Let's see what we got. Just show me what you got for Sagittarius. And I have Gemini here, okay? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, male. I have Aries here. We have Gemini here, and we have Leo here, okay? A lot of fire. All the fire signs is here. So with all this fire tells me something is definitely moving for y'all, okay? Yep, and there we go again. This is Saturn coming in. So this is you guys, like karma. But Saturn is also ruled by the house of Capricorn, too. And this is, Saturday is going to be probably your best month during this time. But there's some wisdom that's coming to you guys, okay? With the 5 here, which is, love, romance. But this has a lot to do with self. self-love, but your creativity as well. So you guys are getting to this place where you guys are also, finding some strength to do some inner child healing, I feel like, too. There's Leo here, inner child healing, especially with Leo. So there's Leo again. This is a test, and this has a lot to do with stuff that you hold dear to your heart, okay? So reassess what is in your heart and ask yourself during this time, Sagittarius, does these people deserve to be in my heart? Do they deserve a second chance? And if the answer is no, then let them go. But do not be in this place where you're looking through rose-colored glasses, okay, whenever you see this. Because don't let yourself be in a place of confusion. If you are confused about something or a situation, you're needing to walk away and you need to let go. I just see a spirit say, let go of the things that no longer serve you, all right? So, let me see. What cards am I going to go to, Spirit, for them? I'm going to do the shaman dream, okay? I'm going to do the shamanic dreams. All right, let's see what the shamanic dreams has for you guys, okay? Everybody gonna get a different reading. I think I'm gonna do this. I never do my readings the same. Way I read for Sagittarius, I'll read for another sign totally different. All right, so just know that I don't do things the normal way. I do things just a little bit different. All right, so hold on. Okay, so the card come out is a dream thief. Okay, refusal of the call. Okay, so yeah. So if you know that God is calling you to do something, don't let this don't let these thoughts, these intrusive thoughts, come in to steal your dreams. All right, don't let it happen. All right, Spirit, let's see. Sagittarius. Resonating. Look at this. Dolphins, they listen to the water, the sonar, and they move off frequency. You guys need to get to the point, during this time where you start to move off of frequency. If the vibration ain't right, baby, it ain't right. Don't try to make the vibration right. If it's off, it's just off, So this is you guys breaking through the cycle that you guys are engulfed in. Get out of this cycle here. Balancing the act. So this is you guys finding balance right now during this time. So maybe you're trying to do too many things at one time. The sacred contract. Yep. So this is something that God has. It's fated, whatever this is. So you guys have a love connection, Sagittarius, and I feel like it's fated. You got a fated connection here. But you must be in your true, authentic self to really tap into this love or tap into this energy or whatever this blessing is that God got for you. You must be walking in your true, authentic self. That means every part of you, mind, body, soul, and spirit. You got to speak your truth. You got to see your truth. You got to know your truth. You got to move towards your truth. You got to feel your truth. And you got to be grounded in your truth. So all of these truths need to become free. In order for you to be free, you need to be in your truth. Okay? That's where you're going to be walking in your purpose. And I feel like this is where God is leading you guys, or trying to lead Sagittarius, more so where you're walking in your purpose. Okay? Resourcefulness, like a cactus. A cactus can be out and dry in the desert with days and days and days without water, but on the inside of you, there's still water on the inside of you. So it doesn't matter, Sagittarius, what looks dry, what seems to be dry. You got to understand that you got the magic on the inside of you, okay? Virgo, Gemini, you got the magic on the inside of you. This is Scorpio energy too as well, okay? You got that magic to be able to turn that wheel. You got the magic to be able to unlock your destiny. And this is what I feel like you guys are doing. Luck and the right timing. I'm going to read that one because that's the one they told me to read for you, okay? Number 23, which is number 5, okay? So what is this right here? And I'm going to hurry up. So during this season, you need to use your creative power of the fortune wheel for the benefits of others and the gifts it will be returned to you tenfold. Use it only if use it only for your own gain, it will be left impoverished with bitter taste. So this is like, your gifts that you have, or you, like sometimes if you want something, you got to give it, okay? This is what I'm saying. But this is a sign that luck has found you, and this is the right time. So you have the magic touch, and that's the magician. I told you got the magic on the inside of you. So the magic is in your foundation. It's rooted in you during this time. So if you want this, you need to tap into this magic. And this is why during this time you need to ground. This is why the time you need to move off of frequency. If it resonates with you, then move. If it doesn't, then go the other way, Sometimes it may not be for this Sagittarius, but it may be for another Sagittarius. So trust your intuition. But I feel like when it comes to love, maybe, you're needing to see what you really want. What really makes you happy? And what is the best choice for you, Sagittarius, during this season? This is what I'm seeing, okay? So let's see. Let's see what the angels has to say. Angels, what you have to say for Sagittarius? Angels, what you got to say for Sagittarius? See what is best for you during this time, okay? See what is best for you with the wise counsel. See what is best for you, Sagittarius. But you can ask for help from the divine. If you can't see, ask for help. Like, there's nothing wrong, and I think they said there's nothing wrong with asking for help. The Nine of Swords. You guys are worried, maybe having sleepless nights, unfound fear right now, expecting the worst. You're creating these self-fulfilling prophecies, but allowing your worries to grow out of proportion right now. That's not going to help this situation. Refocus your thoughts during this time, Sagittarius. Focus on the strength and the power. Focus on focus. I messed up. Somebody must talk country. Focus on, the strength right now that you have within yourself, the ability to manifest your heart's desires, the ability to draw this love into you, okay? The ability to know that I can win this, if I just keep on going, So sometimes letting go of the negative thoughts. I don't want to forgive them because you don't know what they did to me. Well, I understand what they did to you, but I do understand that sometimes you can catch more fly with honey than you can with vinegar. But you need to stand up for yourself during this time, okay? Your beliefs, and have confidence. That's one thing about a fire sign. A fire sign don't have confidence, they ain't got nothing, not one thing. And choose your battles wisely. It's like not everything that, not every situation that come up mean that you got to stand up and fight it. Sometimes you just got to let it go, pimping, okay? The Three of Wands. This is like expanding and moving on to love. I told you, love and justice. But this is you. If you want love, you got to walk in love during this season, okay? Whatever you want, you can have it, Sagittarius, but you got to walk in love. You got to walk in love and decide what is next for you, okay? So don't be impartial during this time. Impartial means no, okay? That's what it means. Let's stand up for what you believe. If you believe it is right, then stand up for it. If you don't, then don't, okay? Sagittarius, I think this is what I got for you. And this is a Six of Wands. Like, if you do this, you will win. You will be victorious. That's the second time I got the Six of Wands. It came out twice. You see what I'm saying? If you do this, you will win. You will be rewarded. You'll be recognized for all your good efforts. And it will pay off. But you got to make this decision. What am I doing? What am I fighting for? And where am I going? And what makes me happy? I like that for y'all. Okay, I do. That's justice here. That's Libra energy. So I feel like this is for y'all, Sagittarius. I feel like this is God helping you guys to take a deep look at what you really want so you can balance the scales. Okay? Let's see what's going on with your finances. We're almost done. Let's see what's going on with your finances. Spirit prison, what you got for Sagittarius finances for the month of, okay, boom. For the month of September, you got what I tell you, partnership. I can't, baby, two partnership, two. So some of y'all may be seeing two, but there's a partnership, okay, here. And then you got life purpose, Sagittarius. So bottom of the deck, business. So Sagittarius, this is, I'm gonna tell you, this is y'all going into a very abundant and a very good time. But y'all gotta be careful because some people around you don't have good intentions. They ain't got any good intentions for you on your purpose. So you got new ideas and inspirations that are going to guide you to your divine calling. And you may not need to tell everybody what's going on right now, okay? You just may need to keep things to yourself during this time. But make sure you ask for what you need and align yourself with people who carry your vision during this time. If people don't carry your vision, Sagittarius, it's time to not be attached to them. But you need to build relationships that can help you increase your business ideas or your plans, you know. Bosses don't hang with bombs, all right? And I'm sure not going to be hanging around somebody that make basketballs when I'm trying to know how to make ice cream. I'm not going to do that. You got to align yourself with the right people, you know. Some of you may receive some money during this time, okay? Somebody may offer you or give you some type of money. It might be a business deal. But listen, you got to not be intimidated by the business world. Some of you may want to start a business and you probably think you can't do it. I remember when I was getting ready to start a business, it was so overwhelming for me. I saw 32. It was very overwhelming for me. I knew nothing. If this dog don't stop, I'm going to whoop you. You going to get yourself in trouble. Who is this? Mr. Yeo? This Mr. Leo right here, pushing. Stop it, Mr. Leo. He got to know how to try to get my attention. You see that? Trying to get my attention. So listen, elevate your awareness. It's time for you to think bigger, Sagittarius. Bigger and better. Think big. It's like go big or go home, Sagittarius. You know, stop giving God this, God give me $50 type of dream, Tell God, give God something that he can really work with. Give him a dream that seems impossible and watch what God does, okay? Parenthood. Some of you guys may become a parent right now. And that's what I'm saying. I said that earlier. Some of you guys may become a parent and don't think that you could do this. Okay, but whatever it says, I just see this is a sacred contract. This is, your life purpose that you guys are embarking upon, So you're moving towards purpose, Sagittarius. Well, look, guys, I really did enjoy talking to you guys today. My name is Blue. And if I can help you in any kind of way, reach out to me. If you need candle services or you need to get a reading or whatever, just reach out to me. My email is thesacredbluerose@gmail.com. So you're more than welcome to email me. Find me on my TikTok, which is Sacred Blue Rose. You can find me on Instagram, which is Sacred Blue Rose with 2 E's. And you can find me with my last name on Facebook. I think it's Nikki Otisher. If you can't spell that, then I'm sorry, you just got to figure out how to spell it. But anyway, guys, I'll talk to you later. And I really hope this has helped you, Sagittarius. I'm going to be moving on. My next video is going to be for Libra, and then Virgo, and then Leo. I got a lot of people waiting on Leo. Some lions are waiting. So I'll be doing Libra next. And I guess I'm going to go ahead and get off here so I can do Libra. And then that way, tomorrow I'll just have Virgo and Leo, and then vice versa. So I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Peace out. Bye-bye.